Guys, welcome in, and today we're going to be talking about Renegades, but with a twist. I'm an extremely employed gamer. If you're new here, my name is Bound, husband, father, gamer, military veteran. With that being said, let's get into it. I will be rating the expansion based on 3 overall categories. Is it good? 2, is it fun? And 3, is it worth your time? Going off on the first thing, is it good? And by this, I mean I'm referring specifically to things like the story. Does the content overall feel good? Do the new weapons feel good? My short answer to this is yes. Minor spoilers if you somehow still haven't finished the campaign, but the story centers around our first ever human big bad, Dredgen Bale. Bale was a human who lost his family to the Lightbearers and the constant fighting that surrounds them. Thus, he took up the mantle of Dredgen, learning from others like the Drifter, learned stasis on his own, which is an impressive feat, and killed guardians and ghosts, and even caught the attention of the Nine. Our overarching current big bad since the fall of the Witness. Overall campaign and story of Destiny 2 Renegades, it only minorly progresses the overarching story of Destiny 2, because it barely continues what we have learned thus far in the Edge of Fate. And that was much to be expected, as it was announced that this expansion was going to be an official Lucasfilm collaboration and would essentially be a Star Wars spin on Destiny 2. But is it good? Yes. I've had a lot of fun engaging with the story, learning more about Dredgen Bale, and really getting after this sort of alignment between Destiny 2 and Star Wars. It's almost comical how many times they've added in fun little fourth wall jumps between the two franchises. That has been absolutely fantastic. But is it great? No. Overall, I ranked it tied with Forsaken in terms of campaign and story. The point 2 being, is it fun? Renegades, we got a literal Star Wars cantina as a new social space that's been really interesting to explore and has tons of hidden secrets. We also had the return of factions in a very fun and brand new way. That's something that the community has been asking for years. 3, ATSTs as a combat vehicle. Now, highlighting this as a main point might sound silly, but they're really fun to play with, but also as a tool that you can use during the new Lawless Frontier and your invasions. And last, but certainly not least, the freaking lightsabers a la the Praxic Blade, an homage that I think perfectly encapsulates the fun that truly is Star Wars. That being said, if you are a fan of all those things, like Star Wars and everything that it's been engaged with, it's definitely been very fun. But if you're not a fan of Star Wars, or you're someone who is a bit more of a purist and doesn't like when it feels gimmicky or has those sort of almost Fortnite collabs, then maybe this one isn't for you. I, however, personally am a massive Star Wars fan, so I thought this expansion was very fun. Finally, is it worth your time? That being said, I do think Renegades is worth your time if you're like me. Now, hold up. Before you write your comment, I got a big if. I think it's worth your time if you love Star Wars, because this expansion literally is a better Star Wars game than, well, some other games on the market. 2, you don't play the game with the mindset of, I constantly have to finish everything now. There is a ton of stuff to earn with Destiny 2 Renegades, and the loot's dropping like crazy. So there's plenty of time to do all of the things. But if you're logging in to basically just play the game, try to get everything you can, and then log off, you're not going to have as much fun as I am. And it's not going to feel like it's worth your time. So that has been a really tough issue for a lot of Destiny 2 players as of late. As someone who doesn't have a lot of time to grind the game 24/7, when I do log on, I like to play the new dungeon Equilibrium, which is a full-on homage to Star Wars while still being one of my top 5 dungeons. I like the new activity Lawless Frontier and the Invasions, which provide a whole new game style and gameplay with the Renegades abilities. Who knew Bungie was still innovating? And lastly, The new weapons and armor are insanely fun. I've already talked about the Praxic Blade and the 3 new exotic pieces over on TikTok. I will link those videos below if you'd like to go check them out. Would appreciate it if you do. But all the new weapons feel not only really cool, but a really nice take on Star Wars and the weapons found in those movies and franchises. With loot dropping like crazy from all activity, including losses in Trials of Osiris, it's extremely easy to get your hands on just about anything in Renegades. So, final takeaway. If you love Star Wars, if you like genuinely just having fun in an almost standalone expansion in the Destiny 2 franchise, I think you'll like Renegades. I will say that the value on your time, that whole category, that may shift over the 6-month period like it did with the Edge of Fate. But for now, I'm having fun, so let me know. Are you an employed gamer and do you agree with me? What are your thoughts on Renegades? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, be sure to like it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.